in the dark where evil had grown. He stands with courage, his heart is ablaze, a savior for worlds through cosmic haze. Flash, Flash Gordon, racing through the skies, he's never broken. Flash, Flash Gordon, the universe survives because he's chosen. Ming the Merciless, ruling with dread, planets in fear, their freedom near dead. But Flash, the champion, defies his reign, bringing the storm through fire and pain. Flash, Flash Gordon, racing through the skies, he's never broken. Flash, Flash Gordon, the universe survives because he's chosen. With allies beside him, bold and true, Dale and Zarkov, their loyalty grew. The drums of war beat loud and fast, but Flash's courage will always last. A leap of faith, a daring flight. He battles the dark to reclaim the light, from Mongo's grip to freedom's embrace. The hero of legend saves every race. Flash, Flash Gordon, racing through the skies, he's never broken. Flash, Flash Gordon, the universe survives because he's chosen. Oh, Flash Gordon, the stars sing your name, a beacon of hope, a burning flame, forever a hero through time and space. Flash Gordon, the savior of the race. In the heart of the cosmos.
Well, in which case I probably would have A, given the barrel, and B, collected like their dog tags and that sort of stuff to turn back into the Baron when we get there.
Fair enough. I think,
Last remains and last rights, so to speak.
Indeed. Well, that turned out a lot more civilized than the response I was expecting. I was expecting well, it was fresh meat. Well, not so fresh.
Rather large lunch.
Yeah, rather large lunch. Anyway.
Well, yeah, I could have, so to speak. Depends how fresh the meat was. I suspect, by the time the rest of the forest inhabitants got finished cleaning, there'd just be skeletons and metallics.
Indeed. So what I need to do while I remember is take me bennies down to 4, because there's 4, ultimately supposedly 4 of you today. So, okay, you are flying your rickety, slightly damaged, definitely not space-worthy rocket ship over the trees of Arboria. With a fairly good piloting roll. Your base, there seems to be some sort of homing beacon that the ship's programmed into that seems to be taking you back towards, in the direction of the map, towards what's labelled as Baron's Palace, which is over there. And but you're probably about 75% of the way there. And can I have some notice checks, please? Right, that's all good. So Liz was obviously too busy getting the hang of the controls. You must admit though, this rocket ship seems. I mean, yes, there is a hole in the side of it, so that's probably some of it. But you didn't think they were this sluggish. Zafara, you can't help but notice that the ship does seem to be sort of a bit more sluggish than it was when you took off. And Charles, with your notice check, you think there's probably something wrong with the engine. Definitely doesn't sound like it's.
Of course there is. We need to crash again. That's the only way this story goes. Fine. I'm gonna swing back into the engine room and see what I can break. Find.
Okay, okay, for it.
Maybe fix is a good word.
As you open the door as you activate the button to open the door to the engine room, you're sort of greeted by a wall of smoke.
Oh.
Yeah,
no, I just closed the door, go back up to the bridge. We may want to land like sooner than later.
Well, I don't mean burning smoke. It's obviously it looks like something's happened to the exhaust system, and it's basically exhausting into the engine bay.
That's fine. That's fine. I stand by my statement. We may want to land sooner rather than later, so that it's an actual landing this time.
Well, indeed, you do see Liz is looking around outside the through the plexi steel cockpit there. You do notice a clearing coming up ahead. So it looks relatively straightforward. As long as you don't critically fail your landing check, you'll be okay.
Well, that's just it. It's time to roll a landing check.
Oh, look at that. Well, indeed.
Oh, I've got that mastered.
You do. With the smoke coming out the engine and this sort of noise, you do a perfect circular descent and land. Someone's been watching the black and white Flash Gordons.
Mm-hmm.
The engine sort of splutters and coughs a couple of times and then sort of stops. You're still quite a far distance away, but I mean, you reckon, Charles, with a bit of ventilation and give it a bit of time to cool down in there and sort of extract the poison gases, you can probably do a jury rig on the engine to see if you can get a bit further. Or, of course, you can walk. It's probably a couple of hours flight or a couple of days walk.
Do we got the stuff to repair it?
Well, Actually,
Let's
I
give
mean,
it a fix. See what happens. Oh, look at that. I actually know what I'm doing.
you
Yeah, I
do.
can aid with some
Okay.
environmental protections on there, so he's not choking in the
Oh, you certainly can.
in
But I mean, don't. I mean, by all means, go for it. Yeah, sounds good. Joel's got a success and a couple of and a raise or two there, so it won't have any. I won't hit you with
so
an
there's a
interesting
room for
encounter while you're
support.
repairing it because Charles. Yep. So Charles is finding it easy to breathe. Oh, I get an extra Benny Jiminy's turning up. Charles is finding it easy to breathe. So in there, and he obviously gets the repairs done in double quick time, quick enough before I actually hit you with the encounter. So that's okay. You're able to get the ship airborne again. Obviously, that involves the long, slow, circular climb before you can fly off. And yeah, you point and roll on that one. You're okay on that one. You're getting the hang of it. And with, as a couple of hours later, basically, you basically are in range of the radio range of the Arboria capital city, and the basically the message comes out, basically saying rocket ship 6, please acknowledge with correct landing codes.
Who wants to do Radio Man?
Help! We don't want to die.
Who's got the best persuasion? I know it's probably not me.
It's all very well rolling it, but I want to know what you're going to say.
Hello. I'm just catching up. I just woke up and found myself on a ship.
Is that what you're going to say?
I've got no idea what the context is at all because I've missed any sessions. So I'm just, literally that's what I did. I woke up.
Okie dokie. Because you rolled persuasion there, which threw me. So
Okay, Charles will get on the radio and he'll say, "Well, I don't know who the original crew was because they were dead and we found the crashed ship. We're hoping to be able to come in and land and maybe make some repairs and meet some nice people this time."
you are directed to land on the main landing at the deck, and you're given directions to follow.
Do so.
Indeed, and I have got a nice picture that I have decided works brilliantly after changing the sky to make it like a bit more Mongo, like to give you an idea of the Arborian capital. A huge rock, obviously jutting up out of the forest there. Obviously, numerous ships flying around the place, and that's your land on the main landing pad down at the bottom there.
Alrighty, do so. I hope.
No problem at all. It's quite easy to land. You don't need to roll in unless it's dramatically appropriate. But if you want, I'm not saying you don't have to. If you don't, I'm not going to stop you rolling if you want
In
to.
his mind, it was dramatically appropriate because coming
Indeed.
in and sliding across that landing pad. Good first impressions there. Yeah, let's.
Very good first impressions. I'm very impressed. It's a very good landing given the amount of damage the ship has taken. So it would appear also that your persuasion check, Charles, was very informative. It looks like they're sending out an honor guard to greet you. There's about 20 or so foresters marching into position as you come into land, and they indeed, as you basically start lowering the hatch to clamber out, they seem to be presenting a royal salute by all knocking arrows on their bows.
Uh-oh. I don't know.
Charles is going to go out and wave at him and say, "Hi, wow, friendly people, finally, thank you."
I will
follow along.
Indeed. You all head out. There is distinctive consternation when Barood steps out in her Mingo City secret police uniform. And at which point an individual steps forward. He says, "Put your hands up. You are now prisoners, Prince Baron."
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, maybe not as friendly as I was hoping. Dang it.
No.
Well, at
So,
least I hope it's going to be better than being prisoners of Ming.
yes.
And I
Put my
make that
hands
comment
up.
so the guards hear us.
Indeed. You are treated. You're not roughly manhandled in any way, shape, or form, and 5 of you are escorted down to a down to you're taken to a wooden cage, and you're all put inside it, and they slowly lower you down, so you're hanging very close to the bottom of the floor, the Arborian forest, which is a very dangerous place, as you know. Barudi seems to have been taken off somewhere else.
At least they didn't lower us into the swamp.
Well, indeed, yes. Fortunately, the city's not built near the swamp, because you wouldn't build a large structure near a swamp. This is post, obviously, the movie time. So by now, Aura and Prince Baron are married, and they have their child. They have a newborn child, Alan, which apparently is the ancient Arborian name for Flash. And yeah, all's good. Ming still rules, but it's a slightly more peaceful time, and Prince Baron rules Arboria. So there we go. There. So after it's a not unpleasant, and after a couple of hours, that the cage is raised back up, and you're taken en masse. In fact, all 4 of you. There's 5 of you. Hang on, someone's missing from the combat tracker. All 5 of you are taken to a holding area where basically they set you down and then basically manacle each of your legs to restraints on the floor. But you're sitting comfortably, and that same captain that you saw earlier comes in and sits down, and he's quite formal. He introduces himself as Captain Lingo, and he's basically quite polite, really. He asks each of you your names and how you came to acquire the Arborian rocket ship and what happened to the original crew. You can all answer, or you can choose a spokesperson. How do you wish to deal?
Well, my name is Charles McDowell, and we were guests of Ming's protective services. We were being transported up to the resort on the moon whenever there were some mechanical issues, and that ship crashed. We spent a couple days wandering through the forest, and then came across this other crashed ship that was at least flyable, and all the peoples were dead. I think Liz over there has got ID cards or whatever to let you know who was there, and I did a little wrench work, and we started flying, and we eventually made our way here.
Does anyone else wish to add anything to that statement?
I'll pull out the effects of the troopers and present that to the captain and say, "This is what this is their dog tags, etc. I got from the poor people that used to be the crew of the ship that we salvaged."
Captain Ligo motions to one of the guards, and the guard comes over and collects those things and passes them back to the captain, who examines them. Goes, indeed, these seem to be these seems to corroborate with the crew of the ship that you were flying. There's only one thing I find intriguing about all of this is why you were, if you were prisoners of Ming being taken up to Exilia, as you claim, why you happen to be in the company of a member of his secret police.
Well, she was in the prison cell with us,
Yeah, we assumed
and
she was a prisoner too.
Indeed, most intriguing.
Or at least posing as one.
Indeed, so indeed, you'll not. This is not some thinly failed attempt to infiltrate Baron City and steal away Prince Alan, as has been tried before.
Certainly not by us.
Yeah, not to our knowledge, or not to
Hmm.
mine anyway.
Indeed. So you're not interested in any way in the extensive bounty that Ming's offering for anyone who delivers his grandson to him. You're being studied very sincerely as you ask these questions.
Anything?
there's a bounty. Well,
Uh,
not that it would make any difference, but how much is it? Just out of curiosity.
anything that I could do to put a wrench in Ming's gears and life, I would do gladly.
Indeed. Well, as I understand it, the current offering is a title, some land, and a complete pardon of any previous crimes, which seems to be a very tempting offer. Seems to be a very tempting offer for a bunch of ex-prisoners, don't you?
Well, it
Not
would
this
be,
one.
yeah, but yeah.
Well, okay, he says. And every so often you notice that he seems to be glancing at an object above your heads after you answer the questions, and then seems to continue. He goes, "Well, we shall. For now, we shall keep you in. We shall keep you holding, and we will make sure you're fed before you return to your cage. So you're sort of taken away, and you're escorted to an area of seems to be some sort of prisoner feeding area. Amongst other than yourselves, there are some other prisoners there. A couple of them appear to be dressed in green, like most of the Arborian people dress in. They look rather dishevelled and shifty looking. There's also a couple of dwarfs there. They also appear to be very upset. What you don't notice is there doesn't appear to be any sign of brood there at all. So, other than that, the food's quite good, and then you're led back down to the cage and lowered back into the ground. But just close to the ground. It's the five of you again.
Well, I wonder if Baroud was a prisoner after all, or if she was there trying to infiltrate, as he says.
Look over the locks on the cage and get a guesstimate of how easy it's going to be to remove them.
They're very good quality locks. Very good quality. Indeed, good enough to defeat your ability to pick the lock. I'm afraid there.
I just wanted to check it out for potentiality. I'm not going to actually do it.
No, I know. No, it's fine. Don't worry. Indeed. And another couple of hours go by, and the cage is raised up again. And this time, it would appear that the captain isn't here, but it appears to be a female officer who seems to be there this time. She identifies herself as Lieutenant Arga, and says basically, apparently Barood has vouched for all of you. It would appear she was an undercover agent working for Flash Gordon. You rescued her. Therefore, you are offered you are free. You are released from custody, and basically, thanked for assisting in the rescue of someone important to the Freemen, and basically, she's here to escort you all to your temporary quarters as guests of Prince Baron.
Lead away.
Seems how it goes in these things. You're instantly trusted on the word of someone else. But okay, yes. So you're taken through the city, up to the higher levels. It's you're you're given a shared accommodation. It appears to be a sort of large house that's basically being supported by a tree. There's walkways everywhere, and there's no guards outside, and you're basically given the freedom to explore the city. I'm told that the only request they have at this time is that you ensure that you return to your accommodation before the sun sets. Just a precaution. That obviously, no reason to be too concerned. You are free to explore at your leisure.
Well, we can certainly have a little bit of fun walking around. I certainly can't buy a heck of a lot, not having a lot of funds on hand. Did they let me keep their the longbow?
It hasn't been taken. Yes, sorry. When you get here, when you get here, you will find your equipment and the longbow. I won't take that longbow away from you. You tried hard for it. So.
Excellent. Ooh, it's
Okay.
a jack.
Well, and more importantly, it's a club. Charles is going to go wander around, see if he can find like a market area or something along those lines, and just kind of wander around, seeing what he can see.
Indeed. As you head outside, notice check, Charles. Oh, absolutely nothing to worry about.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Yep.
Following Charles around.
Absolutely nothing to worry about. I don't know what's going. Nothing wrong there at all, and I've just realised I forgot to start up.
Yep, I didn't notice squat either.
Completely forgot to sort out sound effects, so we should have had a nice sound effect for that crit failed. I forgot. I'm going to have to find it and work out what it was. What should it have been? I can't remember. Oh yeah. There we go. Took a while, but there you go. No, that's fine. Nothing untoward. Listeners, you're fine. So you head on out, and are you looking for anything in particular? Charles?
Not really. Maybe some alkane or something along those lines.
Okay.
See if I can find a good bottle of wine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Fritz, you're basically following behind Charles. It's very hard for you to subtly follow behind Charles, given your height.
I'm hiding behind him. I'm turned down.
Yep.
Turned sideways.
Linzer is a Sapphire.
See, I'm stealthy.
Linzer is a Sapphire. What you have noticed, however, is after Charles heads out and Fritz heads out after Charles, a figure, basically shadowily dressed and keeping to the shadows, suddenly steps out from an alleyway and seems to be following Charles and possibly Fritz.
So focused on hiding behind Charles that I didn't see anyone.
Indeed. If I had stealthily follows the shadowy figure.
Not very good. I tripped over something. It's kind of hard to stealth with these wings.
Indeed, but obviously
Oh, well.
you think you're doing very well.
Yes.
Uh,
Sneak up. Sneak. I'm stealthing behind the thing. The person that's stealthing behind Charles and Fritz.
Indeed.
Do I have any contacts here that I should be reporting to?
Probably. Well, I know your contact sheet, but but your notes there. I know you did. Yes, yeah. I'm going to say yes, indeed. You do. You would. Yes. You can head off to the location you were given if you wish to, or you can stick with the rest of the party. It's up.
Nope, I'll report in.
Okay. Well, as Charles, you certainly can. How much money? Of course, 75 Mingos. You're doing well. Well, indeed. Heading to the nearest market area, you can see pretty much almost anything you would like there. Heading forwards, heading further in, you see what you believe is your goal. Suddenly, from out of the shadows, a figure appears, and let's see if they successfully.
Don't sneak up on people like that.
NPCs. So what I need to do that. And then I can change it. Okay. Can attempt athletics. A grapple at Charles. Being a 5. Cool. With a 9, you basically fail to be grappled. The person doesn't appear to. What's wrong is Charles, actually? Charles has a strength of 6. Yeah, the person doesn't appear to be any stronger than yourself, and you're easily able to stop them from grabbing hold of you. In fact, you got a raise on them, causing they basically stumble and they fall backwards onto the ground. The hood falling back, revealing it to be, in fact, Lieutenant Arga.
What's going on here then?
She looks up at Charles with what appears to be extreme annoyance and dislike. Not sure why that.
Well, if you want to give me a hug, just ask first. Crying out loud, and I'll reach over and help her up.
She she smacks your hand away as you offer it and goes, "I can help myself up, thank you."
Well, this gives me something to notice, so I'm going to give her a look over. And, is she carrying any weapons or concealed weapons, that type of stuff?
Or she is.
Oh, she's armed. She appears to be armed. Well, you can see that, but under the cloak, actually, you can see her. Right, even with your failed notice, you can still see the. You still are able to spot the rapier she carries.
I'm gonna come right out and ask her, why are you following us, and what's your beef with Charles?
Well, of course we're being followed. That's not a surprise. But I am
doing my job, following my orders, trying to find out how on earth this Charles fellow is able to just basically talk his way into landing on the primary deck of the ship, oh sorry, the city, and then able to basically convince Captain Mingo that everything is fine. Just by talking, it just makes sense. It's just not on. I mean, and now Lingo's gone missing, so something's up, and I don't trust you. I don't trust him.
I'm
Who's
sorry,
gone missing?
Who's gone missing?
To Lingo, the captain that interrogated all of you, questioned you quite politely. In fact, not interrogated.
All news to us.
Yep.
Don't believe it.
Well, instead of trying to give me a great big hug, just ask me a few questions.
I saw the way he
Where-
was
where-
looking at you.
Looking at me?
Yes, I can tell. You know what you two you two have met each other before, and there's something going on, isn't there? You tell me.
Ah,
Well, he may be drawn to me, but that's just my animal charm. I honestly really hadn't seen him before. I mean, look at you. You're willing to throw yourself into a hug at me, and you hate me. So, I mean, not my fault.
Of course I hate you. You turn up, he's nice to you, and then he vanishes. I've served under him for years, and he's barely noticed me. It's not fair.
oh, for God's
Well, maybe he doesn't swing that way. I mean, if he's taken a liking to me, he just, it's not my fault.
It should be noticed and pointed out to anyone else. No one, even your opinion, Charles, you don't think that's exactly what happened.
Oh, I'm sure that's not what happened. That's why I'm playing it up.
I know you are. It's just today you got to be the lucky winner of the planetary romance setting role, and comes his jealousy. But he's missing now, and you've all got something to do with it. I'm going to call this in and have you rearrested.
Well,
this is just
help
gonna
me
when
try and
when he
find
does show back up again, this is just gonna look really bad on your record. Why don't you work with us and we will help you find him?
Yeah, that too.
Nods in agreement.
How persuasive are you all?
I can support. I'm not very good at the persuasion thing. I'm really rather bad at it, actually.
Fortunately, this is one where you don't really necessarily want Charles to be the spokesperson, because he will be getting a massive penalty in winter to persuade Lieutenant Arga that he's trustworthy.
I'm trustworthy.
There you go. Why don't
Okay,
you
let's have support rolls for the persuasion.
All right, I will roll support.
See, Charles, look.
Someone's giving me a support roll.
That's +4 support roll from Zafira there. I've never seen so many 4s go. Well, I have actually. I've seen 35 on a D4 once, but 18 was impressive. It just looked
See,
better with all the
I'm
stars
just a very
flying out of
trustworthy
it.
person. These are my
Indeed.
good friends.
So yes, but there is a -1 to that
Ah, okay.
because of the tongue tied. I have a major
yeah.
tongue tie.
Fair enough. Well, it does appear that it seems to be the case, guys. This is most irregular, but if it means we can find out what happened to him, and he did seem to trust you, and you do seem to be well spoken for by Agent Baroud, and it was just the fact that the order came down from Barrett himself that you were to be given every courtesy. It just didn't seem fair. Right? Okay. He goes. It's like this. He went out on patrol this morning, and when his squad returned, they said he wasn't with them. Yeah, he basically wasn't with them. They assumed he was jumped by an animal. They went to look for him, but they couldn't find any sign of him anywhere.
They're a bit rubbish, aren't they?
No, it's an unfortunate hazard of patrolling the floor of Arboria.
Well, I met some of your spiders, so it's not a surprise.
Yes.
Mm.
Not just spiders. We met some snakes too.
Mm.
I don't
With
like
two comic
spiders.
strips of walking across the bottom of Arboria, Flash gets jumped on by a tree lizard and a tree tiger. In two
Yeah.
separate strips. There we go. Yeah, one after the other. It's almost like it seems to be like something attacking you in Arboria is normal. So there we go. It goes. So basically, the problem is at the moment with this imperial visit coming up, there aren't many resources to investigate further.
Well, we can go and find him.
Who's visiting?
I don't like spiders and snakes. She's beat me to it. An imperial visit. Well, Emperor Ming is coming to visit Arboria to see his daughter and grandson.
Okay.
I volunteered to be out of the city when he's not here, so let's go look and.
Yeah, I'll join that contingent.
Okay. So okay, so Lieutenant Arga and two Royal Foresters. Well, why are they Royal Foresters?
Let's go see if we
I'll
can
stop.
find out where we lost the captain.
Indeed. Right. So, okay. So,
Were either of those foresters on the patrol with the captain?
no. Unfortunately, not. Those foresters went back out again to continue looking. That basically they reported the captain was missing, and then requested permission to go back out and find the captain, because the captain is well respected by his men, and obviously they don't really want to leave him.
Well, Lieutenant, lead on.
Well, who's got? Yeah, get to the point where the foresters say they lost him or last saw him, and then whoever's got a decent tracking, see what we can do to find out where he got took.
Seems reasonable to me. Okay, so let's have a look at the forester's survival is. It's not bad. Lieutenant Auger is okay. So basically, following the last known directions, you get back to the site of where the patrol claims that they lost the captain. One of the foresters is examining the ground, but if anyone else wants to do their own tracking, by all means do so. Survival, that is.
Can we support him?
You can support him if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that. I know I have one, but he's better, so I'm going to support him.
Okay, that gets him.
I don't have one.
Okay, well, that gets him a success with a raise. As the three of you are examining the tracks, you find some indications, and talking quietly with the forester, he identifies he's a Royal Forester. He is no longer Royal Forester 2. He is now the Royal Forester Nero. And the other the other one will be Royal Forester Biro, even if Biro was a hawkman originally. They're brothers, Nero and Biro. And here Nero's looking at the ground, going, you can see they came in here. You can see this is where you can see, looking at the tracks here, what you do notice is you can see the patroller, the 5 foresters and the captain were heading back towards Arboria, and then you can see between all of you, it looks like the captain did basically walk away. They did set on his own. So you follow that track a bit further. As you go a bit further, you also find what appears to be 5 sets of tracks, which you think are the foresters. re-following the steps to to find the captain themselves. So now you're following what appears to be the captain and the forester's steps. As you get on a bit further, you reach a clearing, and there seems to be signs of a struggle. It looks like something ambushed the captain. Because you got the rays there, you notice that it wasn't an animal. It appears that it was, in fact, humanoid in nature, wearing boots in no less. So therefore, it looks like he was abducted by Mongo men.
Well, follow those booty tracks.
Indeed, and it would appear that the Royal Forester Patrol determined the same thing. So as you all head on with Nero leading and Bira covering the back and Arga staying as far away from Charles as possible, you basically come into another clearing, and in this clearing you find the bodies of
5 foresters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so in other words, the foresters that came in and reported aren't really foresters; they were Mongo men.
Well, Mongo men
That would be my guess.
well, no, actually, Lieutenant Arga identifies these as the captain's patrol that did report him missing, and then went back out to look for the captain. It would appear that they were attacked here. No, there was nothing wrong with what you said, but it doesn't. The lieutenant shakes her head, explaining that doesn't cooperate with what we know happened. I suspect something happened to them looking for the captain, although you can tell she was impressed by your deduction and likes your devious mind, because she was beginning to wonder the thing. But indeed, does anybody have healing?
Healing?
The skill.
I have it as a skill. I do not have it as a power.
By all means, would you like to examine the bodies? If you want to examine the bodies and make a healing check to determine cause of death, you can do so.
I'll support.
Okay. At first, you find you got the raise, Lizris, on the support, which makes gives a raise on Zafara's healing to get. So at first, you don't think you can find a cause of death, but then Lizris and Zafara, examining the bodies, you each notice they appear to have a small puncture mark somewhere on their neck.
Ooh.
Like poison dart mark type of thing?
Yes, very much like a poison dart.
Okay.
In
And
fact,
we'll state that. Look around to see if any of the darts are still either in the body or on the ground near the body, or something that, just to see if there was physical proof besides the hole in the neck.
Indeed. No, it looks like whoever was here tidied up the place quite effectively. The Royal Forester Nero is examining the ground again, if anyone wants to support.
Yes.
On tracking. You're obviously examining. You're obviously still thinking about the healing too much. However, Charles gets it. What you do discover is it would appear that the foresters walked into ambush. The 5 foresters appeared to be ambushed by 8 soldiers, and Charles, you notice something red fluttering on a bush nearby, and as you wander over to examine it further, you realise it's a piece of material. And as you remove it from the edge to examine it further, it appears to be red with and then tinted with gold, gold lining. Colours that exactly match Mongo army uniforms.
Well, there's your physical proof.
It looks like Ming soldiers ambushed and killed these foresters.
Yep.
However, there is no. Unfortunately, it would also appear. A bit further on, you see signs that they took off in a rocket ship and left. There's no sign of the captain. It's probably safe to
Well, hey,
assume
that means he's
that
still alive.
Yeah,
That means he could still be alive.
indeed. Lieutenant Arger is quite distraught at this news.
Well, now we know what happened to him. He's been abducted by Ming troopers. So I guess we
Indeed.
should take this back to the Baron.
Indeed. So you start the trek back towards you start the trek back towards the city. My mind went completely blank of the word city there. It's quite scary, isn't it? you see a very large rocket ship. Lieutenant Argus identifies it as War Rocket Ajax with an escort. It would appear that Ming has left the capital and is heading back to Mingo City.
Heading back to Mingo City.
Looks like
Probably with the captain on board.
Oh, you don't know about that, but getting.
Okay.
Getting.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting.
No, after you.
I was just thinking we should probably mention the fact that this is going on, and if the captain shows up, there may be an infiltration to try to kidnap the prince, Baron's son, Alan.
Very ingenious idea there. I shall award a penny for your devious nature. In fact, indeed, when you get back and Lieutenant Arger and Nero and Biro report in, it is you are told, in fact, that Captain Lingo did return earlier today. It would appear that he was attacked by a tree tiger, but was able to fight it off and got back. He reported to Prince Baron earlier, and is currently spent the afternoon on his duties of guarding Prince Alan during the royal visit.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I think we may need to get to or report and have it checked, because I'm betting the baby's gone.
In fact, Lieutenant Arger does appear to be quite confused by this turn of events, because all the evidence you found proves that none of that would be the sort of. The captain isn't the type to lie.
Well, maybe the Psi Corps got a hold of him and controlled his mind. He may not be doing it willingly or knowingly. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Or somebody could have slipped in a double, and it really wasn't the real captain that returned from the tiger attack.
And there's a possibility too.
Because that seems very far-fetched, doesn't it? But I suppose we can't take the chance. I'm going to have to... Oh dear, I've done something there. My mouse has gone very slow. Crap. What have I done? Done something to my... Come on. I was just trying to clean my mouse, and I brushed something. It's obviously changed the DPI setting, and I'm not going to faff around now. So I've just got a very slow mouse. There it's back up to 400 DPI. It's usually 600. Excuse me a second. I'm going to have to fix this because it's too annoying. Got it to 800. Anyway, you're escorted quickly through the city to the royal chambers. It's up to 1600. Come on, there we go. You're quickly escorted through the chambers. You are basically, there's guards trying to stop you, but with the lieutenant with you, you're allowed past the security. They report nothing untowards has been reported or going on. However, as the captain and the two foresters and yourselves burst into the royal nursery. There you find that Princess Aura is lying unconscious on the floor, and of Prince Alan there is no sign.
Oh no. Go over to the princess and roll a healing.
Supporting that.
Oh, I'm gonna need support. Oh, good. There's a 6.
It would appear that a gas grenade has knocked out a princess in a harmless but efficient manner. She will recover quickly. Lieutenant Arga has already sounded the alarm, and the whole city is the alarm's blaring all over the city. And then her comms unit goes in, going, Lieutenant Arga, it would appear that someone has accessed the old fortifications. She looks at you and goes, that's basically the city has been rebuilt. The city has been rebuilt twice over the years. The most recent was after the Ming bombarded it back to rubble as punishment for Baron holding Flash against, holding Flash here against Emperor Ming's will. However, there was an even older fortifications that go back centuries before the rise of Ming the Merciless, but that city is long gone. But there's a cavern of corridors and stuff and belief there, and in fact, there is a way out of the city that way that wouldn't be guarded anymore. We must hurry, she says.
And away
the
we
way.
go.
And
Lead the way.
You go indeed. Images. Entry. Back door like so. Drop party. Type. There. Actually, well, it's easier to probably put you outside it because there's not enough all out there. Even though you're outside the confines of the map. So, and then share the map. There we go. So basically, you run up to what appears to be some almost designed like an old airlock. You basically had to, you took an elevator that took you fast to the bottom of the city. Down here, it's quite dark and dingy, and ahead of you, what you see is a set of open doors and a second set of doors here. Right? And what you can also see is what appears to be a damaged console. Damage appears quite recent. Still smoking.
So they've locked the doors and then blew up the doorknob.
They probably, more likely what happened is they shot the console, which caused the doors to lock. Yeah, as the doors were closing, they shot the console. So you can't use the console to open it.
That's what he said.
Yeah, exactly. Just explaining the logic behind how they would have done it.
Well, then I guess we need to go pry open a set of doors.
Well, Vic, you seem to be real handy with cutting things open, so rock and roll, would you?
Indeed, Vic.
I'll go after that console and overwrite it using myself.
Right, yeah, you cut your, you basically, sorry, I didn't mean to click on you yet. Why am I clicking? I'm meant to be clicking on walls. There we go. You have no problem at all in forcing the door open. I'll just get everyone inside the map. And everyone's inside. There you go. There appears to be another set of doors ahead of you. These two, unfortunately, appear to be sealed solid.
No console for this door, or
the console that would have activated this door was also the blasted one outside. There would also logically be a console on the other side. These doors also appear to be locked. So it looks like.
Well, I can give it a try to see if I can unlock them.
Sure. or Vic can cut his way through again. But yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, yeah. You head up, and you basically you happen to notice it with this type of design. There's usually a manual override hidden in the wall behind here, which you open, and the doors open with a silent hiss. Revealing a room that seems to be very ancient and green. Two green power generators. Well, two generators seem to be pulsing green light, which you assume is not how it should be, but it's probably not too much to worry. What you do notice is a ladder in the floor down there.
Does this green light look unhealthy?
No, it's just obviously these generators are a bit, whatever these generators are powering are probably a bit old and unstable. Oh, Charles has gone first. Charles, I need you to make a notice check, please. It's dibs, so there's a -1. Right. Just as you get to there, you notice as you're about to step forwards, there's a tripwire.
Okie dokie. Charles will look down and see what it's supposed to be tripping, besides me.
On either side of the wall appears to be a small cluster of grenades with nails sort of stuck to the outside of them.
Oh, that's always fun. Yeah. I whip out my toolkit and cut the wire.
Okay. You go for it. Repair check to not trigger the critical failure. You obviously trigger it.
Well,
But-
obviously, yeah.
Yeah, no problem. You disarm the trap without any problem whatsoever.
I'll let somebody else decide if they want to pick those up and keep them, but I don't.
I will.
Okay,
I might. Some grenades to throw sounds like a nice thing to have.
it's no. Unlock token movement so you can move freely while I sort out the grenades. And I want flash Gordon. Flash Gordon.
Is that a ladder going down?
It is a ladder going down. Feet.
I'm gonna have a look down, see if I can see anything.
2 frag grenades.
I can see 2 frag grenades.
Oh, I've just added 2 frag grenades to the party inventory. It's absolute darkness down there.
Oh,
Ooh, hang on, that would help if I. At which the Royal Foresters ran out of the place and come running back in carrying some lanterns.
As I head down that ladder.
I
I'll check it.
possibly assume do not actually have code in them because of the age. So, shame. Okay, so light. Hold on, lantern. Those brackets. There we go. That to there. So, if anyone wishes to equip a lantern, there is the party sheet. To take a lantern, by all means, take one and equip it. It will, of course, will basically have to be carried in one of your hands. If you equip it, it should illuminate. Who's going down the ladder first?
Victor is.
Victor's
Victor's
going
going
down the ladder.
first.
Victor's going first. Okie dokie. Images, images,
I'll
images.
follow him.
Okay, well,
I'm going to grab one of those lanterns as well.
I'm going to assume that all of you head down eventually, so I'm just going to drop all the next room and put it at the front. That.
Okay, I took a lantern.
Okay, now in theory, when I share this map, it will probably be total darkness for you all, but hopefully when you use the lanterns, you'll be able to see some light. Doesn't let me know.
I have it equipped.
Didn't do anything, did it?
It's got to
No.
be capital. The word light's got to be. Well, it's the
Okay.
vision, isn't it? Capital vision.
Vision, is it? But I can cheat, so that's okay. Effects. I can just go and give a lantern to Mira, like so. Who else has got a lantern?
Charles
Liz
took
Riss.
first one.
And Charles took one. And Fritz took one. Yeah. Now you have illumination. You can see very far. It sounds very dark and foreboding down here for some reason. Oh, that's why I've got someone clicked. Nope. Going on. Why can't I unselect it? Why can't I unselect tokens? There we go. Sorry, all I've been trying to do is unselect tokens so I can scroll the map about. Okay. The corridor is dark ahead of you.
It's got to be capital. The word light's got to be in capitals. That's what it was.
That's what it was. Okay, I'll fix that on the lanterns later. Yes, it was. Which means this. Does that mean I made a mistake? Or yes, I made the mistake. Silly me. I'm furious that the dice let there be bennies. Certainly will, Joe. Rather go.
Thank you.
Let's turn off movement for now, so you can move. It is unnervingly quiet down here, and all you can hear is the odd drip of water.
Oh, what was that I heard earlier?
Okay. Going to stop you
Ready?
there.
Check and see if there's any secret passages or anything off of here.
Okay, that'd be a notice check.
Can I support that?
You want? Wrong ones. Okay, you don't find any secret passages or anything, I'm afraid.
Okay, well, best
And
to check.
indeed, can I have notice checks, please?
Again?
Sound-based notice. No one gets penalties or... okay, now let me... Stealth. What they are. didn't work. So let me try that again. Okay. You can hear whispers ahead. Sounds like basically someone spotted your lights. Yeah. Wait until they get closer.
Okay.
Must be the way the sound conjugated in that corner that you heard that.
Well,
Indeed, indeed. It's the strange echoes in this place. That's what it is.
uh-huh.
If all of us that were looking in that direction didn't hear shit, but you was looking at a wall and you heard someone go, keep looking down. Well, I don't think we should
that
walk
explains
in
everything.
stealthily, shouldn't we?
That was my thought.
Vixie, could you see in the dog?
No, I don't have infravision.
No, Victor.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. We do robots.
Don't believe so. I was just curious. You're just on the edge of the. I've just turned the lighting on, so I can see you're on the very edge of the illumination, which is absolutely fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to be sneaky.
Yeah. Ooh. A ray gun pistol shot fires from somewhere ahead and basically scorches your plating, briefly illuminating the area as the shot fired. What you saw was there appears to be some sort of catwalk walking above the area you're on, and the shot came from that catwalk. Everyone into this room and see what happens
Okay.
from there.
I would like to boost trait, or are we on? Are we?
We're in
Okay,
combat.
we're going in order now. Okay.
Let there be bennies. Let there be bennies. Let there be bennies.
Thank you.
Because of echoes,
Thank
apparently.
you.
Okay. Nero advances forwards into there.
You're not on the combat tracker, you know. The
Oh, we're not.
NPCs.
Okay, before we get too separated, I'd like to
there
do
you go.
boost lower traits on everybody, please.
Well, you can on your go, but unfortunately you were.
To wait till you go.
Oh, actually, no. I will allow it because you heard them. Yes, go for it.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
How many have we got here?
Because you did hear them, so you knew something was
Yeah,
coming.
1,
So therefore,
2,
I will
3,
retroactively
4,
allow
5,
you to
6,
do that.
7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of us. And it 3. And oh, it's 2 per recipient now, isn't it?
It is.
3 to cast for me, and then 4, 5, 6, 7 times 2 is 14. I haven't got it. I'm gonna have even with the thing last week where I took the extra points, I'm still gonna have to short cast. I'm off by 2.
What are you
So that will be
boosting?
casting. That'll be casting at -2 then.
Yeah. I'm gonna Benny that. That's still not enough. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this, guys.
Yeah, you're including an awful lot of.
Yeah, don't waste all your
NPCs.
bennies on it.
Yep, don't worry about it. Only costs you a single power point if you fail to cast successfully. Only costs you 1 power point to not be able to cast it.
Let me
Maybe
try
what
one
actually.
more. One more.
Load of dice first.
Come on. Oh, you piece of. Yeah.
Yeah, what actually happened there is
Alright.
as you were preparing to cast it, someone fired a laser bolt, a ray gun, and it distracted you. That's obviously what happened there. That's what went wrong. Right.
Alright.
Okay. Forrester one's going to go. He draws back his Arborian longbow and fires. And with the Joker bonus, he hits. Oh. Incapacitating immediately one of Ming's soldiers.
Yeah.
Fritz is up next. You size 1, Fritz.
Size something quite a 3, I think.
Oh right, so you're actually having to duck in. Your lips with your head's just scraping along the top. That just means you could basically
Yeah,
well, you
size
can reach
plus
them.
3, it says, yeah.
You can reach those guys. You're taller than they are up on the catwalk.
With that crappy roll, I can't.
How are you hitting them both?
Sweep.
You didn't put the sweep penalty in.
No penalty for sweep. It was a two-handed weapon.
Oh, of course.
No, the initial.
You
So
changed it, remember?
They did change it, yes.
I'll let him be shaken.
I forgot they changed it.
Because you've been playing that silly Pathfinder game instead of the real Savage Worlds.
Indeed. And I'm going to spend a penny. Have 1 soak and 1 shaken. Good. Charles, you're up, sir.
Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot at the one that's soaked, I think. Oh, kerbang! And I will end up shooting myself in the foot.
Do you have something that does that, or did you just shoot Fritz in the back?
Well, no, I have both trouble magnet and bullet magnet.
Just do a low damage roll to yourself.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I think, yeah, you're right. I think bullet magnet should kick in here and you do shoot yourself in the foot. There we go. I shall award you a penny for reminding me you shoot yourself in the foot. When you end your turn, I'll move up to Forrester Biro, who will stand next to Forrester Nero and fire his Arborian longbow. And miss, obviously due to the darkness. Okay. Ming's soldier will basically whip Fritz with his electric whip. Missing. And that gets us to Victor.
I'm going to climb up there next round and squash them.
The gantry is 12 feet off the ground. You're higher than that. You're looking down at them already.
All right, okay. Good, I'm bashing them then. Yeah, good, excellent.
I can't find myself.
I think you're there. I think Zavara's on top of you.
Yeah, but
There we go. Do that.
Right.
Okay. Right, what did you fire? You fired your ray gun rifle. Your ray gun rifle fires. It hits. It hits the gantry they're standing on and ricochets. And because you rolled a 1, so therefore it is a bystander applies. And ricochets back and hits Charles. Roll damage.
Take my first shot where it's a crit roll 2 and wild die 3.
You can do that, yeah, of course. Then you won't hit Charles. Safari, you're
Except
up. Yeah.
innocent bystanders triggers on 2 with me.
So he still rolled damage for hitting Charles.
Okay.
No, I'm only was going to do it on a 1. I won't. Don't worry. I'm not going to make it. You know what I mean? If you were standing between them,
If I was
then
next to him, then
yes,
yeah.
yeah. On a 1, on a 1, I thought the ricochet because he rolled a 1 and then the ricochet. Yeah, just for fun. But yeah, don't worry. I'm not going to make you take the 3. That's really cruel. But
That's part of why I took all this, because I expect him to take a bit of damage.
that's why you also gave him lucky. Safari, you're up.
And greater luck.
Okay, Safari is going to move up. She has lantern in one hand, and she's going to whack Ming soldier number 2. I'm trying to figure out. Give me a minute here to target.
So you're obviously
Ming
flying
soldier
to
number
whack him.
2.
Yeah, basically as you start stepping forwards, you start flapping in this confined space and fly up, so you're at the same height of them on the gantry. Problem at all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna try to hit him with my whip.
You hit him with your electric whip.
And that's a reach chance to stun. How do I roll the chance to stun?
Well, basically, you roll the damage as normal.
All right, there's the damage.
When caused, okay, so you could use the whip you can either use the whip as usual, or you could use the whip to attempt to grapple at a distance equal to its reach. When causing damage to an entangled or bound foe, the attacker may shock an entangled or bound victim as a free action. So the idea is once you catch him, you just keep shocking him. But anyway, you just whip him you whip him for a wound. He basically you catch hold of him and yank, and he topples off the gantry and sort of lands with a crunch on the floor.
I will continue past, and that way I'm not going to be in anyone else's way.
Okie dokie.
And there.
Okay. Lieutenant Arga steps forwards. Has a ray gun pistol. Fortunately, not shooting anyone. And last but not least is Lizarus.
Move on up a little bit beside the other lieutenant.
Go for it. Okay, new round. And light. Again. Light. Hang on. Lantern. Close brackets. Then when I remove the light effect of Iris, so you should still you equip the lantern. There we go. Okay. Sorry, Zafara's actually first. Just moving things around there because I was trying to sort out.
Yeah. Move over to there and target this guy, Ming soldier number 3. And it worked so well the last time. Let's see how well it works this time. And I think I will, at that point, back off to there. Okay, not to there. Why won't it let me move?
Okay.
Yeah, and end my turn.
Okay, I'll set your move to there. Linteris, you're up. You
Okay,
have your
can
bow if you want
I
to use it.
climb up the wall a little bit to get a clear shot at soldier number 3?
Yeah, obviously you'll have to unequip your lantern. And
Yeah.
you got War Walker, so yes, you can.
So I'll move up a little bit and then take a bow shot at Ming number 3 here.
Okay. Number 3, I like that.
'See, I was watching how the forester shot, so I got a
Roll for
good
damage.
idea on how to actually use this bow.
Go for it. Go for it. Roll for damage.
Six points.
Takes him. Ming's shoulder unshakes and tries to whip Fritz again. Missing. Royal Forester fires, shoots his bow again and misses. He's obviously trying to aim round Fritz, which is tricky when the Fritz is so large. However, Nero has a slightly better angle and... Oops. Let's try that again. So, yeah, a 4 would have hit. And Mongo. I don't want to get an extra d6. It's quite worrying, really. Because they're very good archers. And with that, the 3 guards are incapacitated. I've got tokens so you can move faster.
I'm going to stealth around that corner so I don't make a noise, get caught out again.
Well, in that case, then maybe I should, since I have the lantern, I should stay at the back, maybe. Does anybody have the ability to see in the dark?
Unfortunately, no.
Nobody took any damage in that last one, did they?
No. I'll just pause it there. Trying to... So were you guys just advancing in total darkness?
I'm like right on the edge of the darkness.
No. Charles still has his lantern.
No.
And Jasper still has hers.
No. It's not that. Obviously, because I was having a different view to Fritz and Victor. I couldn't see that they were on the edge. That's why I was asking. I don't have a problem. I was just curious. They were just being really brave and just going, we don't need any light. We'll just bumble around in the dark. Okay. Right. You appear to have reached what appears to be a crossroads. It's absolutely silent. You can see, you can see, I would say you can see paths going off in all 4 directions, but you won't be able to until someone has a lantern illuminates. So you can see paths leading north, south, and west.
Take out my lantern and then start checking for tracks.
You can take out your lanterns. Well, all you need to do take out your lanterns, just equip it. Turn the light on for you. Well, where are you? You are here. You can definitely see that an individual headed that way from where you are. That only gets you to the crossroads. In the crossroads area, there's some blue. It looks like there's maybe a area of water there, even though there's a grating, so it looks like it's flooded. So you lose track once you reach the crossroads. So you're unable to discern whether they went west, south, north. You do.
Ask the foresters if they know which of these tunnels will lead out.
Unfortunately, they don't know. No one's been down here in a long time, as far as they're aware. The fact that there are Ming soldiers guarding, sort of fortifying down here, and they don't even know how they found access to the catwalks, because the catwalks seem to be on a separate level to this one. Let's have some sound-based notice checks from you.
My dice are cold. Gone cold.
It's, as I say, other than the quietness and the occasional drip of water, it sounds almost silent down here. Then suddenly, to the south, you hear what sounds like the crackle of a radio being hastily switched off.
From what direction, please?
South.
South.
And south we go.
Anyone else catch up before I'll let everyone else come round the corner first. Just so I can shoot more people. Okay. As you start advancing, you hear a voice going. You hear another voice going, "Open fire!" There appear to be 3 more on another catwalk. If anyone wants to spend bennies to advance up the combat tracker, now would be a good time to do so. Before I start the round. Okie dokie. It's like Forrest De Niro's going first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh dear. He fires a bow and misses. Fire a ray gun at Victor, because he's closest to the front. It's Victor doing shaking Victor. Rich, you're up, sir. Chris is on hold.
Is he?
He didn't respond.
Yeah, I did. He just didn't hear me because I wasn't speaking.
Okay, go for it.
Meh.
You missed.
I did.
Move or do anything else, or just end your turn? Oh, you moved. I didn't see. I have a pace of 10. Do you?
It was 8 on my map. Yeah.
Oh, 8. I apologise. Yeah, it's 8 on your map. I will admit that. You fire as it's advancing.
range.
This
to him.
is. This is who you targeting because you didn't target anyone before you rolled your
Oh,
shooting.
sorry, my bad.
Oh,
I'm
actually,
still
but you know what
reading.
you're doing? You're rolling your shooting rather than you shooting on your
Number 4.
number 4.
Nice straight line down the edge of the wall to number 4.
Number 4. Okie dokie. Right, hit with a raise. Roll the damage. Just realised you're just using shooting rather than the skill.
Right, click the wrong thing. Hang tight.
It's okay. It's absolutely fine. Bite damage. Well, that was a nice wound on the bite. So you shake him. Yeah, you shake him as he ducks back as an arrow whistles through the darkness. And it's Biro next, who's going to step to here behind you. His longbow. No, I'm not inclined to. Have that. Spend a penny. Soldier ducks at the last second. That gets us to Zavira. Zephyr.
Okay. I am going to shoot with my ray gun, I guess.
Okay.
Target. Target number 4. And shoot. And miss.
You do indeed. Victor recovers from being shaken. Down corridors, having gunfights with people above you, cheating so-and-sos that they are. All rather dramatic, and actually doesn't bring Flash Gordon to mind. It brings the black hole to mind for some reason in the back of my mind. That's a hit with a raise. Robots lined up on the gantry shooting down at them. That's a wound.
Vic, move back when you've finished shooting, or I'm going to hit you.
That was one hell of a plummet that guy made there.
Well, he started the scream before he fell off.
Exactly. You definitely got the impact of a plummet, didn't you, with that sound effect, I think. And Vic, when he ends his turn,
Oh, sorry.
he's going to get hit because he didn't move.
He's going to get hit. I told him to move back. He didn't listen.
I did move. I was waiting for the thing to be.
Oh, he didn't move on the map.
He didn't move on the map, so by all means, do your move. I didn't see the move on the thingy. That's fine. Lieutenant Arga fires ray gun pistol. Might not need to sweep at this point. He didn't have to move.
Oh, I need to. Well, he's going to stand back and shoot. You can stand back and shoot it. I'm a bigger target anyway.
And Charles is next.
And Charles will shoot at the last man standing.
Don't crit fail.
And I'm going to try and shoot myself in the foot again. Oh, look, I
you were
missed.
You were just sweeping?
Yeah, I was going to sweep, yeah.
Tell me that next time, because I was planning to go forward. I thought you were throwing a grenade.
Oh, right, okay.
I'll go ahead and spend a penny on that. May as
Okay.
well. I got plenty of them, right?
You do indeed.
And I got the worst roll. Yay!
Do you want to spend again? You can't crit fail. You can't crit fail on damage rolls.
You know what? I think I will spend one more. Oh, there we go. Oops. Didn't get
You've got the raise. Oh, that was shooting. That was shooting rather than.
Oh, it was.
That was a 3 5s. So 15.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's.
Yeah, I'll take 3 5s at 50. Unless you barrel better here. Take the 50.
Just taking the 15. That's right. I didn't have to sweep at all.
And with that, the three more Ming soldiers are incapacitated. Foresters, fearing that they need to do better to protect you, advance forwards quickly and efficiently.
Who is that Lieutenant Arga? Seems to be standing at the back the whole time.
Indeed. Okay, it would appear that there is another crossroads. Not crossroads. The path forks, going left and right when you get to
I'm
here.
going to use my hypersensitive giant ears to listen around for people in any direction. You didn't know I got giant ears, did you?
Don't hear anything. It's incredibly quiet down here.
Those magic ears. You just got to say the word giant ears, and notice roll of 4 becomes a 11.
I'd like to accept that move, but I can't click on it. There we go. It's definitely silent down here.
I'm going to do something minorly unpredictable, and I'm going to walk on the ceiling here.
Okie dokie. This appears to be an old storage area with with crates in it and no apparent exits.
I'm going to sniff around for exits, see if there's any hidden doors.
And Zephyr basically, it looks like the looks like this turns out to be a dead end, and it could even be that those soldiers were put up on that gantry to evilly lead you in the wrong direction, giving the captain more chance to escape with the child. Who knows?
Any secret doors in this room?
None that you can see or find.
Well, then I guess we best boogie on back the way we came.
There you go. I shall let you quickly move back to the start. Lieutenant Arga reports there appears to be a there's a vast chasm here.
Can I jump across that?
You can try if you want to. But there's also the way to the north.
Up to the north, okay.
Oh,
Does it look like anyone passes this way? Who's got survival? Someone with survival come and check by this hole in the floor.
Okay.
What's the point of having survival if you don't use it? Come on, trackers.
You can make notice checks. There. Corridor turns to the left up there, Charles.
Got a 10.
You got
anyone
a 10.
Been this way?
What you know? Oh, this was.
I don't notice anything.
Yeah, slip and fall by the look of things.
It's because you're running. That didn't help.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it was running, but anyway. There, what you do notice, Fritz, is there appears to be there appears to be piping running across the ceiling, and what you notice is on the far side of the piping over here, sort of tucked into the wall, to be rope, as if someone possibly used it to swing across.
I'm going to run across and jump across the pit.
Okay, with a run up, a successful will let you clear 2 inches.
Pace is 8 anyway, and I can do a run.
So just do an athletics roll. Want to jump across the pit?
I've got a 13.
Okay, so you clear the pit without incident.
Now there's a rope here to help people get across.
Yeah, if you want to swing the rope back, people can use it to swing
Yeah,
across.
I'll swing the rope back so everyone else can come across it. For me, it's like just stepping over that pit, isn't it?
It was.
Victor, I'll go next.
Okay, just an athletics check to swing across.
Yeah, rolled a 10.
You swing across, no problems at all.
Didn't the rope help them? Everyone's going the wrong way. Why are we splitting the party up?
More fun that way, isn't it?
Because Charles doesn't do rope swinging too well.
Well, I'd have helped him. And a rope swing gives you a +2 to athletics and to cognitive dissonance.
Oh, I thought it gave you. I thought it, for success, gave you 2
I
spaces.
just walk along the wall.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you just walk along the wall, which you both certainly can do, no problem at all.
Damn gecko lizards.
There seems to be a light up ahead, Charles.
Yes.
Yes, Gary, yes. We've got another corner.
That's a
Forest
T
is
intersection, but we're going across the top.
Oh, bottoms. Okay. So it appears to be some sort of maintenance vehicle. It seems to be here, very low light, but seems to still have power. Parked away here. And to pause
Okay,
everything
so
while
it
you.
looks like this is probably what they're. Is there look up? Is there a way to exit
Get me out of
from
that
the
wall.
roof of this?
I'm afraid not.
Okay. So how did they get it here in the first place? You did
Well,
say
it will
was
fit down the corridor. It will fit down the corridors.
Oh, okay. Well,
Can you get Fritz out of the wall, please?
Which is why Charles is climbing up into the cab and getting ready to drive it.
I'll get on behind. It's a sled, right?
It's like it's like a sort of tractor, but it's on tracks. Yeah,
Okay.
Mount up.
I know. I'm just dealing with something else I forgot to do.
Okay. Call
Okay.
to Nero and Biro, and when we get to the T junction, they can jump on behind with me.
Images. I thought I created this, but I didn't. So I'm desperately creating it now.
Oh, here, do that. I'm gonna go get myself another coffee. Right there.
Oh well, I'm just going to have to give it a letter token, which is really boring. But if you're all in it, okay. Let's. Can't find the graphic. I thought I had the graphic saved. Obviously, forgot to actually save it to like move around the map. It's a shame. It's a tunnel tractor, so menu, cards, clear. Charles, set Charles as the driver of the tunnel tractor. Do like so. And And then you're putting the foresters and Zephyr are all riding as passengers. There we go. And then I need to do that and cancel that and accept that. And the foresters are with you. And yep, there you go. You can drive that tractor. Obviously, out of combat, it doesn't have any real issues. Okay, basically, what you've got here, is the whole corridor seems to be blocked up by crates.
Can I move the crates?
You can. It will take a little while, but you could move them.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and join the rest of the crew. See what's going on this way.
They do seem to. The crates do seem to sort of reach all the way up to the ceiling. I'm afraid.
Guess I'll keep you stuck in there for hours.
Obviously, something like a tractor will just smash straight through them.
Oh,
Well,
go bring that tractor along, you lot.
I'm,
Back in a
I'm
second,
working on
AFK.
it. Trying to figure out. Not finding a T token to move.
Oh, sorry. I haven't put the token on the thingy, have I? Sorry. Yeah. Good. There you go. And then
There we go.
I'll make it big like so, and I need to combat and make it place 2. Well, I've decided vehicles. What I've decided for ease, because obviously the vehicles, well, the speed it's got there, albeit sort of, in combat speed, if that makes sense. Up ahead, I think probably just at the edge of the lighting there, up ahead, you could see what appears to be another catwalk. Victor, what do you want to do? Okay.
Oh. Did I hear anything?
No.
As they keep going.
Okay. Lieutenant Arga sort of looks at you as you stop there and pushes past, going, "We haven't got time to wait."
Oh, I wasn't waiting. I was running and gunning.
No, I know you were. But she's being impulsive. As you run and gun, she just basically strides forwards and gets hit 3 times. And yeah, as you start running and gunning, she decides to come charging along with you, and doesn't go too well for her, as she's just basically hit twice and collapses to the ground as you go forwards, running and gunning.
Oh, okay.
And I'll move everyone down, and here we go again. Yeah, the vehicle just smashes through those storage crates without any problems whatsoever. And Fritz, you're up first.
I'm only seeing 3 shooters.
Free is all I can ever fit on the catwalks.
No, I'm sorry. I'm only seeing 2 shooters.
Ah, sorry, I see what you mean. Do that. Are they all visible now?
I see 2 of them.
I see them in the combat tracker. I'm just not seeing them on the map.
It's weird, isn't it? Well, there's 3, there's 2, there's 1. They're all in a line. Oh, you can't see one of them.
Not enough light.
Possibly not. Yeah. See him now? I don't know what's going on.
I saw something flash. Yeah.
I don't know why you can't see all 3. I don't know what's going on there. Fritz is on hold. Ming soldier. Can you see the Ming soldier? Could you see Ming soldier number 3 here?
No.
Well, I saw him
No.
flash just very briefly, but no.
How about now?
No,
Yeah,
it's
same thing.
like the light source is
Yeah, I think it is the lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Victor, do you have a lantern?
Victor doesn't have a lantern.
I do. So you're only seeing the light as far as my lantern goes.
Yeah, they're just
If
on
I
the
take
edge.
2 more steps forward, you'll probably see number 3.
With my, I can go back. I can
There
actually
we
run.
go.
Not even run 8. And then sweep the leg.
He just wants to get his sweep in, doesn't he?
Yes. Come on, that's pathetic. Nope, not going to bury that one. One that was unharmed, I re-rolled. Yeah. That was number 3. Should be 2 wounds and a shaken.
Okay.
Yeah, GM wasting his bennies on minions.
Yeah. Why not?
Unarmored hero.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In fact, actually, I'm going to give myself my Benny back, and I am going to spend that Benny I spent was the Ming soldier spending one of his bennies. Okay. Ming soldier. He's going to electric whip you, Fritz. Hitting. Causing no harm to you whatsoever. Victor is next.
Okay.
Run. You fire at them and just run. Yeah, you fire while advancing straight past them. Ming's soldier 2 remains shaken, so he'll spend one of his bennies to unshake. We'll fire a ray gun pistol at the big thing in front of him. Hitting. Doing enough all damage. Isurus, you're up next.
Alrighty. Put an arrow into number 1.
Okay.
Custom initiative indicators.
Some initiative indicators. Oh, what, you mean the little flag? Very confused by your... You talk about the little flag, that was the original initiative indicator.
No, I'm talking about in test. They've brought out these proper custom ones.
Oh, I didn't realise. Okay.
They're animated as well, some of them.
Oh, hang on, what am I doing? That was only a single wound, so he's already on 1 wound. He'll spend his last penny in an attempt to soak that damage. She does. These elite soldiers are prepared to fight to the death in the service of their Emperor Ming and to provide time for the Captain Lingo to escape with the baby.
I only find fire one arrow return, right?
Indeed. Now I'm going to retaliate by firing at you. And miss. Okay, that brings us to everyone in the tunnel tractor.
Well,
Well, I'm going to drive it forward.
yes.
I assume you're going to
You
stop
cannot
there.
shoot.
Yeah, I will avoid running over Liz, yes.
Under Liz, I'm on the roof.
Oh, you're on the roof. Okay.
Oh, you're on the roof? Okay, yeah. Then let's go ahead and swing up here behind the captain, our lieutenant.
Okay. So the lieutenant is lying on the ground, full of her own blood.
Zephyr, can you help the lieutenant?
I can pick her up. I cannot do if I've got my 88 straight, healing cannot, as a skill, cannot be done in combat. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Correct.
Okay. So I will pick her up and
you
put her
can
on the back.
stabilize her.
Yeah,
You
okay.
can stabilize her with one action.
Oh, can I? Then I will do that and pick her up and put her on the back of the tractor.
Okay, that's just a healing roll to stabilize her.
Healing roll. Okay.
You pick her up and pop her on the tractor.
And having driven, do I also get to shoot? Is it a multi-action?
No, go on.
Okay.
It didn't make you make a drive and roll. You were just advancing. You weren't doing anything tactical. You were just trundling down the corridor. The problem is, of course, the tractor is stuck behind people because, of course, it was up the whole corridor. That's a hit with a raise. Oh dear. One injured soldier here. Oh, he's got one belly left. Oh, he crit fails! He crit fails! In the old days, that meant you took an extra wound, but it doesn't anymore. Arborian.
What does it mean?
Nothing really, just means you can't you completely fail the soak. No, it was healing, wasn't it, in the old days? If you crit failed healing, you could actually wound someone as well. They're much nicer these days.
I actually killed somebody with that once.
Oh dear. I hate when that happens.
Indeed. Okay, a new round begins. Combatants on the
I just have to stick my finger in this hole, right? Oh, that's not the right hole. Sorry.
Oh, Betty's for the bad guys.
Don't do that. Evil.
Like, oh, he just got. I'm going to spend. I'll spend the Benny I just got. There we go. Let's shoot the giant that's in front of us. Oh, for crying out loud! I'll spend my last penny on that. Not my last penny. His last penny. Oh wow. Okay. Well, Fritz is shaken. Really worth a penny that. Lizer is on the roof.
I'm going to put an arrow into. I'm just looking at my lines of fire here. Do I have a clear line of fire to number 3? Or is Fritz in my way?
No, I mean, by all means, shoot Fritz. I mean, number 3. Favorite.
Am I shaken?
You got shot.
Can't believe it. Why would someone shoot me, the big friendly red giant?
Trying
The
to kill
mushroom
them.
hat.
Because you
I'm trying to kill him. I
electroshock.
was just trying to get him off the gangplank or whatever that thing's called.
The arrow, you pierce The soldier with an arrow cries out in pain, but is resolute in his devotion to Ming the Merciless and continues standing tall upon that walk. Fritz, I think you've unshaken successfully there.
Excellent. Okay. Are they still not dead? Right, they're going to get it again, unfortunately.
He uses his. Yeah, I'm going to argue logic is how the hell are you sweeping with a piercing weapon? That's by the by.
Am I sweeping with a what?
Piercing weapon.
It's got a sharp edge. Okay? It's a pitchfork trident of destiny. It hasn't got the name yet because I haven't been playing long enough. But yeah. Oh, that's pathetic.
I'm not dead yet. Is there a way to link player tokens to a vehicle token so the No. I'm not the type. No, unfortunately not. However, there's a really nice extension that I have used in the past where you can set up tokens that aren't linked to NPCs that will automatically move around maps. It's really cool. Nice there. Okie dokie. Let me see now. The one with one wound is out of bennies. I've got three.
One got 4 wounds and one got 1 wound. Yeah.
I'll spend one of my bennies in a full, which keeps him going. Okay. The guy that took 4 wounds, he'll spend a benny. Spend another benny. It looks like he's going to take 3 wounds. And the last one, he's got 1 benny left, so he'll spend his last benny and soak those wounds. Okay. Ming's soldier remains shaken. He'll spend his last benny to unshake. In desperation, fire ray gun pistol at you. Hitting with a raise. Fires the ray gun pistol at you. Almost point blank range. Force you to be shaken again. My word, you've got height. Okay, the tunnel tractor crew are next.
Will the tunnel tractor fit under the gangway?
Yes. Elspeth says it's time to let the bennies flow, so I will.
Thank you, Elspeth. I'm going to shoot. Oh, Charles is ahead of me. Let him go first. Sorry. He's listed ahead of me.
Yeah, it's only because the order I did you into the tractor. But
Yeah, go ahead. Let's shoot him.
shoot him.
Yeah.
Accurate.
All right. I will shoot.
Chungling down the corridor, there's a man hanging from the ceiling above your head. You'll fit under the gangtree. There's a big giant in the way.
Okay. I will shoot at Ming soldier number 1 because I should have a fairly good target on him.
You do indeed. And unfortunately, much as I'd like you to shoot Fritz in the back, you won't.
No, I don't want to shoot Fritz in the back.
On a crit fail, however, the arrow will bounce off the gangtree. Sorry, the shot will bounce off the gangtree and hit Charles.
Okay.
He is a ray gun magnet.
All right. Why is my targeting not working?
Sorry, I probably targeted it.
Oh, yeah. No, I got it.
I suspect what happened is I targeted it when you said you were targeting it, and then you targeted it, which cancelled the target. That's going to be a good hit. Look at those 6s coming out.
You need that on damage too.
I was thinking that should have been the damage roll. Mind you, in the old days, that used to get a flat +2 damage for each raise, didn't you?
Mm.
The old days, first edition. That should have been a hit with a raise. I don't know why it didn't do the raise damage. So, oh, you rolled shooting again. That's why.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, here, let me do this. I'll get it straight one of these days. There we go.
2 on that gets it up to 13, which is 2 wounds. He has no bennies left. Okay, he takes 2 wounds. That leaves Charles. Do you want to do anything before the foresters?
No, I'll let the foresters go first.
Okie dokie. The forester will fire a bow into the one that just got shot with a ray gun pistol. A ray gun pistol? It was a ray gun pistol.
Yes,
The arrow,
the ray gun.
the arrow lances forth and skewers the guard. The soldier, I should say, the Ming soldier. Who is a bit hurt by the sound of things. And the second one is going to take a shot at Ming soldier number 3. Fortunately, the arrow whistles past the ear of Fritz. Causing 2 wounds on that soldier. Down he goes. That brings us, last but not least, to Charles.
Okay. That's kind of what Charles was wanting, was cleanup. So I think this guy's injured, though, so won't be as cleanup-y as in his mind. Yeah, we'll take a shake.
He's on 3 wounds, so a shake is very likely to incapacitate him. Okay, that brings us to Victor. And guard left on the on the catwalk. There is just advancing.
Dancing and shooting.
Go for it.
Yay, thank you, Elspeth. More bennies.
What is it with your ridiculously good shooting rolls today?
I have,
and then no, I mean as a party, you're all getting really good shooting rolls and mediocre damage rolls. You only needed that to incapacitate him, by the way, so don't worry about re-rolling. That sounds like a tumble from the gang tree top. Okay. I will unlock token.
Now keep moving the rest of my move.
That's okay. And with that, the round is over. Tokens are unlocked. And continue advancing.
Yes, I suggest to Fritz that he climb up on the catwalk so then we can get the tractor.
No, he can just stay in front of us. That's fine. I don't have a problem with it.
I suppose as long as what moves faster, because at this point we need speed.
The tractor moves fast enough, but it's at full capacity. It's at full capacity. With,
and then some, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And here comes the bots. Goodbye, bot. Okay, there appears to be some sort of barricade up ahead. However,
Right, well, let's just
it looks like it
barrel
was
the tractor right on through.
It looks like it was hastily. It looks like it was erected but not used, although there appears to be no one behind it. What you also see is what appears to be 2 very old-looking turrets in sort of bunker areas, through which you can see the floor of the forest beneath. You've reached that. Basically, I forgot to mention actually, as it would go east to. As you've gone, obviously, if you've gone a dawn, you haven't necessarily realised it, but it's been sloping downwards, so you've actually reached the bottom. Obviously, Fritz is looking out through a very narrow slits, it should be pointed out, into the forest there that he can't fit through. Trying to walk out that way. They're bunkers.
Yeah, I'm not trying to walk out that way.
I know you're not. I'm not. I'm just explaining. You know what I mean? Obviously, those are old fortifications. Appears to be
So
a.
you can't get out. You can't get out that way.
No, well, no.
Okay.
There's vision slits, but there's plasteel visions down. They appear to be locked. Looks like this old console here would have been how you activated guns and got the slits open. Again, there's a burnt, smoking console here. It looks like someone again destroyed the console.
You need to get that door open.
I wire myself into it and take control.
Okie dokie. You wire yourself into it, and the door opens.
There's another one here.
You can, if you click on it and it opens, then it's not locked. Click on it, it doesn't open, then it's locked. It appears to be another sort of airlock system which will take you to the outside world. However, this last door does appear to be locked.
Okay. Well, Slitheriths or somebody with engineering or lockpicks needs to open that door.
All right, I'll see what I can do with this door here.
It's the outer one we need open.
Yep, you managed to unlock that door. Opens. Basically bringing you back to the unpleasantness of floor of the forests of Arboria. Okay, as the door opens, the first thing you hear is the sound of a crying child.
All right. Which way?
It sounds like it's ahead. The second thing you notice is right ahead of you here is standing staring sort of back towards you, but doesn't appear to be seeing anything. Is what looks like Captain Lingo. He seems to be standing there. He's just sort of opening and closing his mouth, but not saying anything, and his eyes don't appear to be focused on anything. He suddenly just slumps to the ground, and there appears to be a couple of spears protruding out of his back.
He's not looking too good then.
Indeed not.
I'll move forward and roll a healing and stabilize him.
I'm going to move forward and see if I can find A, who tossed the spears, and B, where's the kid?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll need to Benny that.
Okay. The child's just about the baby's just crying here. The forest. You know what I mean? So.
I gotta stabilize this dude. Oh, there's a 4.
I was just saying, hold up. I'll give you your Benny back. I'm sorry, I was setting something up. I didn't realise you'd rolled. As you rolled, you spent 2 Bennies on trying to stabilise him. I'll give you them both back.
3
Okay.
actually.
Healing. Benny roll with 2 Bennies. Yeah, you 3 healing rolls, but 2 Bennies. Yeah. So as you rush over to heal him, as you start administering first aid, as you start trying to save his life, his face slips off. You realise, in fact, it is a very cunning mask. It slides off, and underneath is what appears to be a completely different face. Second, you also notice that he appears to have been wearing a wig. He is, in fact, completely bald, which is in line with Ming the Merciless's rules that no men on Mongo shall have hair because Ming's bald. However, Arborian officers follow Prince Baron's new law that states they can grow their hair.
All right. So this is a Mongo. So I will cease trying to heal and start charging ahead, heading towards the sound of crying baby.
That's why I was giving you your Bennies back, because I figured you wouldn't actually worry about saving him when you realised that it was.
No.
Indeed. Okie dokie.
Keep charging ahead towards where we hear sounds of crying baby.
What I'm going to do now is this. I'm going to delete the tractor. Stay behind. Ungroup everyone from the tractor like so. All good. Okay. As you all rush out towards the clearing, and say the baby seems to be just lying over here. So you reach to there. All good. hang on. Now we're outside. I don't need the vision limitation on anymore. X global turn off Vismax. Be able to see an unlimited distance out here. Okay. Right. It would appear that the fake Captain Lingo fell foul of a Tuskman ambush. As you step out into the open, they all grunt in anger and prepare to attack, but Zephyr gets you all bennies. If anyone wants to move up the combat tracker, now's the time to spend some bennies before I start the round. Images. Well, I don't have a frontal image, but that's a Tuskman. They appear to be, they're equipped with stone weapons and blue. Okay, starting the round with Zephyr going first.
All right. Zephyr will pick up the baby.
Okay.
Am I anywhere near to pick up the baby?
Oh, you can certainly pick up the baby if you wish to pick up the child, yes.
I will pick up the baby and move and suggest that we all back in and shut the doors and I
Make
will.
sure it's the real one.
Well, not knowing him, how am I going to know that?
Well, he's human looking, not Tuskman looking.
Okay. I have equipped you with Prince Alan.
Okay, then I will take Prince Alan and I will withdraw back into the there. So I guess that's an athletics.
No, walking's a free action. Your pace
Okay.
is 6. I think your flight is 6 as well. So if you want to run, then it's a run. You just make a run dice. Otherwise, you can move 6 as a free action. It's not a problem.
Okay, so
If you want to run, by all means, hit the run button, and then you can move as much as the run tells you can run, which will be a minimum of 7, which it was.
Well, that still gets me back in.
It does indeed.
And I have him in one arm and the ray gun in another.
The 2 Royal Foresters, seeing you carrying their prince, will basically will rush forwards and intercede themselves between you and the Tuskman outside. However, we're going to go with the Tuskman now. See this one. Is that's Tuskman 3? Is he the one I forgot to put on the map? I think I forgot to put it on the map. Oh well, Tuskman 3 is on the map. There he is. Oh, look, he's right there. He's going to throw a spear at Charles. Because when I have to randomly choose who to throw a spear at and I can't decide, you always pick Charles. Charles, there's a spear hurtling towards you with deadly intent. You sidestep.
Turn towards me with friendly intent.
You sidestep it easily. Oh look. Second spear prone at you misses. Victor, you're up next, sir.
Okay.
Error of effect going down here.
Is this terrain blocking right there in that line?
No. There's nothing blocking line of sight. You're fine.
I'll move up a little bit more then. And then I will.
Those mushrooms are about 12 feet high. You're fine.
Any of that?
Roll for deviation. Or you can hit, which is fine. Yeah, go for it. Okay, Tuskman. One of the Tuskmen takes 3 wounds. What does everyone do? Gentle thump. Roll for the second Tuskman.
Okay.
Yeah, so obviously he was more shielded from the blast. Unless you want to Benny it.
No, one shaken, one dead's good.
That's good to me. Okay, as I say, the Forester step forward. Royal Forester steps forward and protects. Oh. I know what he can see. Oh, this is bad. That's not a crit fail, so you're okay. Ouch.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Look at that.
But not that bad.
Not bad. Elizabeth, you're up next, sir.
Move over to number 9 and Clom.
Over it. What do you think you
Both
rolled?
hit, right?
The second one, yeah, offhand ignored. Yeah, both hit. 2 wounds and a shaken, which corresponds to 3 wounds in total.
No!
The end of that, Tuskman. And that moves us to Fritz. Tuskmen are agile little so-and-sos when it comes to avoiding big giants like you.
Can't believe it. Okay. I missed.
You've missed 3 times, I'm afraid. They're very good at dodging. This one will throw a spear at you. Oh, no, looks like he's going to stab you. I apologise, it wasn't a throwing of a spear, so I'll move up to there. I'll ignore the gang. Charles, you're up, sir.
Okay, well, Charles is going to shoot him because shooting is what Charles does.
Well, you do shoot him then.
And then I'll turn and wave my gun at the other 2 just because it looks menacing.
It looks menacing. Fair enough.
I almost hate the idea of killing these guys, considering they got rid of the bad guy for us.
They would have eaten the. They would eat the. They would have eaten Prince Baron.
Oh, would they? Okay. Then
The
I
carnivore-
don't
that-
feel bad about it.
Oh, they're carnivores. Well, they're not cannibals because they're not exact. They're not. They're a completely different species to if what they're attacking.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
They're basically they're very primitive race of bestial.
Can I try to dodge that
You can soak it.
with a Benny, right?
Yeah, the easiest thing. Yeah, I'd say the easiest thing is you hold down Control. The soak button will appear next to you on the combat tracker. If you hit click on the soak, it will spend the Benny and make your vigor roll for you automatically. You attempt to negate the damage. I think that's the easiest way to do it. So. Yeah, you're fine. You evade the blow at the last second. And Lieutenant Arga should be on hold because she's unconscious.
Mhm.
Taskman number 4 is no longer shaken. However, you're down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, he's fine. He's just going to advance towards the strange metal man and stab him with his spear. And he's a bit concerned when it basically just clangs off the individual. And then I'm going to spear it. Not crit failing. And it looks like Fritz is going first. Unless anyone else, if anyone else wants to spend bennies to move up the tracker, there's your chance. Fighting in the jungle is intense and heroic. Don't worry, there'll be lots of big things to hit later on.
Yep. Might have to start shooting these fuckers.
Yeah, I think size matters on shooting rolls, does it? Royal Forester will fire an Arborian longbow at Tuskman 6. Incapacitating him all over Charles. Charles, you're up. With a raise. These Tuskmen are going down fast.
And now I wave my pistol Tuskman number 3 and be menacing.
Brings us to Lizras, who's in the hand-to-hand fight with a... Oh, he parries both your attacks with desperate spear swipes.
Well, I think that needs a Benny.
Technically, you need to spend 2 to re-roll both attacks. So it's up to you if you want to re-roll
I'm
both.
good with that.
Okay. Okay, hit with a raise and a hit. Did I just delete you? Now you have 2 fists to hit.
Sweet.
I fear I've made a mess.
Indeed. Indeed, you probably did. Okay, Tuskman over here. He's running away.
Well, that shows signs of intelligence.
It does.
Let's
Except
fix him.
Victor, you get a free swing at him as he runs away.
Victor, if you want to take a free melee attack, you can. Okay, that spear attack may have stunned Victor more than we realised. He's running. Victor can always shoot him in the back later. Hey, Vera.
Well, the only one I can really, I can't really see any. Oh, well, I suppose, can I shoot that guy there? Or is the wall in the way? The wall's in the way. I don't think I
Oh,
can
yeah,
see
sorry. I
anybody.
must have. Yeah, I was playing with something. The walls, line of sight. Yeah, would tell you if you can hit them or not.
Yeah, no, I have no target, so I will move back to here and
And try to comfort the baby.
and try to tell him we'll take him back to his mom. His mommy's waiting for him.
Okay, go there. Let's turn that into a nice persuasion roll. See if Prince Alan likes you or not.
Oh, please. Oh, we gotta Betty that. We don't want him screaming.
Oh, I mean, he was already screaming, so you're just trying to comfort him. So don't worry.
Yeah.
He just continues screaming, right? Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess he doesn't like me, but we'll do the, jiggle baby, don't cry, jiggle baby, don't cry.
Indeed. Yeah. Okay. Spearman. Spirit check. Yeah, he's running. He's quite confident you won't be able to hit him. You haven't hit him yet. Forrester. And see that guy running away. Yeah, always makes me smile. Victor, it looks like you might still be AFK looking at your icon. Oh, you're back.
No, I'm here.
Yeah. They're running away.
Good.
That or they're going to get reinforcements, one of the two.
If you get back in the bunker and close the door, you'll be okay.
We'll get back in the bunker and shut the doors on them.
Shoot them with the cannons.
Good job.
Just go back the way we came and get Agra and the baby back.
It's a line of sight bug right there. Rusty. Okay, he's going to run. So if you shoot
Charles, why didn't anyone kill him?
Okay, well, I'll go on to the next round to see if anyone wants to do anything untoward. It's your Joker as well. Charles.
Yay, more bennies. Good job, Charles.
Are you heading back to the bunker or are you taking a shot? Well, you're doing both, in fact.
Charles goes click with his pistol and goes, crap, I forgot to reload, and then walks into the bunker.
Ah, brilliant. Royal Foresters back off, protecting Prince Alan. Brings us to Lizra's.
The last target's Lizardman number 3, correct?
Tuskman number 3, yeah. He's running away.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do 3 things at once here.
Yeah.
Okay. And can I hit? Is that an extreme range shot with the bow?
It's probably not even. It's not probably not even short range. Medium range rather. Combat. Yeah, 15 inches is medium range. You hit. Roll for damage. The arrow scoops the Tussman up, lifts him off his feet, and drops him on the ground. Such force. Then it looks like everyone else is heading back into the bunker. If you want to follow them.
Can you fire and move? Is that allowed?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That you'll bounce off that wall there.
There's
if
a
you
wall.
try that.
You ain't going through that wall, dude.
You'll have to walk round.
I'm having light issues here. I can't really see where the edge is.
That's okay. That's fine. And then another 3 gets you to there.
Thank you.
Forest has already moved. Last Tussman, that Tussman just runs off. And leaving combat to end. Unlock tokens.
Seven
Now
ran away.
Yeah, the last
Okay.
one ran.
Then my thought is we go back, get on the tractor, and take
which
the
is there.
tractor. Pardon?
I say the tractor's
Oh,
there. I
there.
deleted it. I
Okay.
deleted it from the combat tracker, but it's there. You can
Okay.
just.
Yeah.
You can't all fit on
So-
the tractor, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know we can, but we need it. That we can. Agra was on
Indeed.
it, and so that way we don't have to carry her.
Indeed.
So we don't. We'll move at speed. That everyone can walk. Those that can't ride can walk. So we stay together. would be
Dog
my
behind it or
suggestion.
whatever. Yes.
So removing the line of sight, you literally just drive straight. Well, actually, you can't go that way. You drive to there, and you drive up there.
Yeah.
Drive across there. Drive
Yeah.
down there, and you get basically you get back. If you are given a triumphant welcome, and basically not that any of you injured, obviously. When you'll thank profusely. Your quick actions have saved Lieutenant Arga's life, and obviously you're hailed as heroes upon your return. And basically, you're escorted back to your rooms again, where you find that not long after some very luxuriant items are delivered to make cleaning up after all that crawling and traipsing through the dingy underside of the city and out into the jungles. Let you help you clean yourself up and pamper yourself. Also, you're each provided with. Someone's obviously got a good eye at sizing people up from a distance, because it would appear that quite quickly some tailors have been asked to rustle up some very important looking clothes, as you are to be guests of honor at a feast tonight up in the royal palace.
Ooh.
I make sure to let everybody know that it was Agra's fast thinking that got us on the trail of the false captain, so that she gets lots of credit for all this.
Indeed.
Indeed.
The end result.
What happened to the captain, though?
You haven't found the captain. It's most likely, unfortunately, that he's either dead or a prisoner of Ming.
Would be my guess. Let's just hope that he's a prisoner as opposed to dead.
Indeed,
If
but
he's a prisoner, we can rescue him.
indeed, indeed. So, to say so, the feast will take place in the following evening. So you have the rest of the day at your leisure, as you travel around the city. You're hailed and respected everywhere you go.
They love us.
Don't you?
Bless you.
And the following evening, a feast is held in your honor. You are the guests of honor. Princess Aura and Prince Baron welcome you each by name, and thank you profusely for preventing the abduction of their child. This is the third time that Ming has attempted to take his grandson away from their parents. And they explained the reason that Ming does this is the fact that he thinks that he rightly believes that Ming and Aura love and care for Prince Alan, and therefore he will be unfit to rule Mongo after Ming if he's loved and cuddled and cherished. The correct way of bringing up children is basically with disdain and and all the sorts of things that the villains of all these types of things will always believe in. So therefore, you are thanked profusely. You are all basically made honorary defenders of Arboria. Basically gives you a title of recognition and basically means you can request help from Arboria if required in the future. And as a final gesture of thanks and goodwill, you are also awarded a fully intact rocket ship.
Yay!
For you
Can I
to
get some flying lessons too?
pathetic earthlings hurling your bodies out into the void without the slightest inkling of who or what is out there. If you had known anything about the true nature of the universe, anything at all, you would have let the beddies flow. Well, I will let the beddies flow, but however, they have successfully concluded today's adventure, successfully saving Prince Alan and becoming friends of Arboria and getting a nice new rocket ship. So I know we're a bit ahead of time, but it's a good place to leave our heroes. However, with their own rocket ship, they can strike out wherever they want. The whole planet of Mongo is there for them to pick if you wish to pick. So the idea being is obviously then later on, as you become more well known, there may be missions you're sent on, but for now you have the ability to fly the seas, the airs of Mongo. So if you want to think about where you want to head next, now's a good time to do it.
Where do we want to go? Actually, if we've got a couple of days, I will recharge everyone's crystals back up.
Yes, no problem at all. Question is, well, does anywhere in particular take your fancy?
What's that thing that's got NEWS written on it? What is that? I might want to go there. It looks like an interesting place.
Which
You'll have to
place
ping
would
it.
give us
You have to
helps
ping it.
support
Mongo.
the rebels?
Yeah, just off the east coast of Tropica.
Oh, what you mean? Yeah, compass. I was being slow there. Well, it's really about if anyone wants to head back to their homelands. Obviously, Charles, that's a long flight for you.
I would love to try to rescue my twin sister, but I don't think we've got the manpower to do it.
Maybe we should try to find some more resistance and organize it better.
There's an idea too.
We could start here and have a quiet conversation with the Baron and get some points and ideas on the big picture of the resistance against Ming.
That's fine. In that case, if you're going to talk to him, I shall. Baron will put you in.
That's a suggestion. I'm not guaranteeing. No, there's other people in the party may have other thoughts.
Baron can put you in contact with the Freemen, and therefore that he does say they're more likely to send you on a mission to ascertain your usefulness to them before they will meet you in person. But if you want to make contact with Freemen, you most certainly can do that.
Well, that's what I will encourage. After all, it was their initiative that had them rescued.
Yeah, I agree too. Because if we get the Freemen involved, then I'll have a better chance of getting enough people to help rescue my sister.
Indeed.
Can we get a few small items as we're in here, or something that we can improve our gear?
Oh, yes. Sorry, that's a very good point.
Any spending time, spend a penny, get what you want.
Very good point, actually. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Why not? I think, in fact, I agree. I think it's worthy that you are also given a cash boon.
142 Mingo.
142. Yeah, it's 1,000 Mingos, which divided out apparently gives you 142 each.
Okay.
I'll leave the game up so you can do some shopping if you wish. what I will do actually, obviously cliffhangers are a good thing. At the basically towards the end of the feast, as you're discussing stuff, a courier comes in and with a message, and Prince Barrett reads it and says to you, I think, funny enough, I think this is something that might be good for you. You need. I've got a request in that you and your fellows, but if you're available, to head deep into the jungles of Arboria to a secret Freeman base where you'll be briefed by the noted Earth scientist Dr. Hans Zarkov. So that's how we shall leave it. It looks like you're staying in Arboria. I'm going to meet Dr. Zarkov. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. See you in a fortnight where you're heading back into Arboria. At least you can fly this time. And we'll leave it there for this week.
Thank you very much. Well done.
Take care, one all, and see you next time. Bye now. Yeah, so I'll leave it up to you.
From the stars, a hero unknown, a light in the dark where evil had grown. He stands with courage, his heart is ablaze, a savior for worlds through cosmic haze. Flash, Flash Gordon, racing through the skies, he's never broken. Flash, Flash Gordon, the universe survives because he's chosen. Ming the Merciless, ruling with dread. Planets in fear, their freedom near dead. But Flash, the champion, defies his reign, bringing the storm through fire and pain. Flash, Flash Gordon, racing through the skies, he's never broken. Flash, Flash Gordon, the universe survives because he's chosen. With allies beside him, bold and true, Dale and Zarkov, their loyalty grew. The drums of war beat loud and fast, but Flash's courage will always last. A leap of faith, a daring flight. He battles the dark to reclaim the light. From Mongo's grip to freedom's embrace, the hero of legend saves every race. Flash, Flash Gordon, racing through the skies, he's never broken. Flash, Flash Gordon, the universe survives because he's chosen. Oh, Flash Gordon, the stars sing your name, a beacon of hope, a burning flame, forever a hero through time and space. Flash Gordon.